narrating hadith, then such a person is considered to be majhul. So since he is majhul, his condition is unknown to us, or he is unknown to us, then what does that do to the chain of narration? Does it make it authentic, or does it weaken it? Weakens it. Which is, of course, the origin that we do not take from a person who is unknown in knowledge as well. When you sit with a person, before you sit down and start writing from him and seeking knowledge from him, the first thing that you have to establish from him is knowledge. As the Salaf used to say, Ibn Sirin and others, that indeed, that inna hadha al-ilm deen, that indeed this ilm, it is religion. So look to whom you take your religion. So therefore, since this knowledge is deen, you have to look, investigate. Is this person trustworthy? Is he known to the scholars? Did he narrate from the scholars? Did he sit with the scholars? Do the scholars speak well of him? Or do the people of his land who are with the scholars and have taken from the scholars, have they spoken well of him? Because this is important before we take knowledge from a person, which shows, of course, and we mentioned, I don't have to go into detail, but we know the danger of just clicking when you're on the internet. You go on YouTube and you click, and you say, well, he's beginning to sound good, let me just finish listening to him. No, stop up until you know. Why? Because he may say something, and he may enter your soul or enter your heart, and it may cause you to deviate. And that's why the Salaf were so cautious and careful with respect to who they take the knowledge from. This is not from the aspect of bughd or hatred or hiqd, or hatred towards other Muslims. Abadan. This is not from that aspect. This is from the aspect of what? From the aspect of establishing that religion can only be taken from sources of authority and sources whose trustworthiness that has been established, because this is deen, this is religion. So religion is not to be taken, as you can see from the chains of narration, that if there is an unknown narrator in a chain of narration, then that renders the hadith to be weak and cannot be ascribed to the Prophet ﷺ. And this is without calling him weak, the narrator, because we don't know if that majhul is weak. That unknown person, is he weak? Is he matruk? Is he abandoned? Was he accused of something? Does he fabricate hadith? Is he thiqah? Is he trustworthy? Is he truthful? Is he maqbool? Is his narrations? We don't know any of this about him. All we know is that we don't know. That's what we do know, that we don't know his condition. All right, so therefore, that renders the chain of narration to be weak. Then the next one in the chain of